Been working for a while now. CJ, a young girl descended from generations of scavengers. She has come to New Nevea to complete her family's rite of passage. Rune Barrow discovered. Wealth beyond your wildest dreams await you in New Nevea. All adventurers welcome. Based on what I heard at the inn yesterday, it shouldn't be too far now. Unless I'm lost. Yeah, stop! You, help me out, will you? What have we got here? Thieves. Bandits. They're all over the place lately. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight, though. What's that supposed to mean, huh? I'm a regular, everyday trader. You often go around judging folks on how they look. Well, sorry. Going after helpless traders now, are we? Clear out, little girl. And don't even have the decency to deny it. Can't just watch a man's property get stolen, can I? Goes against my principles. Well, come on then, cowards. Oh, I'll take you for all you're worth. Defeat the bandits. Approach and attack incoming enemies. Although some fights can be avoided, occasionally enemies will block the path ahead. Always be ready for some action. X attack, A jump, RT unique skill. CJ's unique skill. CJ can traverse short distances at high speed. Quick step forward while in motion and backwards while stationary. Time your movements right and you can use this skill to evade enemy attacks. Retreat. Not bad at all. Better than I expected from a young'un. Hogan's name. You really saved my skin. I owe you one. Hogan, never one to miss a trend. Hogan was quick to notice the sudden influx of adventurers to New Nevea, and even quicker to set up a shop at the town's authorized trading post. CJ. Honorable Scavenger at your service. Honorable Scavenger? How's that work? Well, scavenging is just treasure hunting, isn't it? Only difference between that and thieving is whether your mark is living or dead. Thieves think too highly of themselves, though. That's what my clan says, anyways. So Scavenger suits you better, huh? You're journeying to New Nevea for treasure then, I take it? Sure am. How about you? Just left, picked up some trinkets and came out here to sell them off. What about lenses? Do they have lenses? Yup, plenty of them too. I even heard of some lucky souls finding rune lenses down in them barrows. Yes, I gotta get down there now. That humongous lens is as good as mine. Which way to the town? Now, what kind of gentleman would I be if I didn't take you there myself? Least I can do, after all. Back again, already, Hogan. Wait, where are your escorts? Bolted at the first sign of bandits. Paid good money for them too. Bandits again. A tougher bunch than last time. Someone ought to do something soon. Look, we're just here to guard the checkpoint, alright? If you got a complaint, take it up with the acting mayor. Yeah. And who's this little lady? Her name's CJ. She's, what was it? Honorable Scavenger. Here to accept the acting mayor's generous invitation. And she's more reliable than you layabouts, that's for sure. Another reckless adventurer willing to risk her life, and a child at that. I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. There's not a single member of my clan who's got their heads screwed on. Reckless fools, every one of them. Fair enough, acting mayor will certainly be glad to hear that. Proceed. Back so soon. I'm quite sure I watched you leave this just a little while ago. You won't believe what happened, Squash. My word. Well, at least you're unscathed. So, thanks to this young lady, no less. Madam CJ, was it? Squash, authorized appraiser. A pleasure to meet you. Squash, a connoisseur of all the chimmers. The promise of a glimmering future drew Squash to New Nevea to open his accessory shop. His discerning eye quickly earned him the role of the town's authorized appraiser. Authorized appraiser? Indeed, it is my duty to appraise the artifacts excavated from the barrows. What for? Why, to determine their value, of course. All artifacts found in the barrows are subject to an explorer tax of 30%. 30%? You haven't heard the worst of it yet. If you want into the rune barrows, you're gonna need an explorer's license from the acting mayor. And that license don't come cheap, ain't that right, Squash? I'm afraid so. This mayor sounds proper rapacious, if you ask me. Yup, rapacious is the word. Quite. Well, what's to stop me sneaking out the other side of the ruin anyway? Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. You'll get caught trying to hightail it out of there with a bag full of loot. Well, you won't get very far. Mayor's hired an unsavory from the East Reach to put a stop to any thieving that might occur. So I've heard, at least. I've seen many a crook dealt with in my day, but that mercenary is unnerving. I'm quite sure his presence is the only thing keeping those bandits from darkening our door. Grr. How's about we go see the mayor for herself, eh? Even a rapacious old soul can be reasoned with, after all. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Right this way. The town's just ahead. Well then, perhaps next time we meet, you'll have handfuls of treasure for me to appraise. Until then, farewell. Here it is, a flourishing new frontier in the grip of a gold rush. Welcome to New Nevea. Not much to look at, is it? Well, I did say flourishing, didn't I? Work in progress, huh? Is this an earthquake? Ah, I can't stand earthquakes. You're fine. Wasn't even that big. Right, haha. Anyway, earthquakes are pretty common here. Best be on your toes. Of course, it's thanks to an earthquake that we found them barrels. Real big one, about 3 months ago. So that's what happened. Well, I best be getting back. Got a store to run, after all, or I will eventually. Figured I'd make a buck or two by setting up a trading post for venturers to trade their wares. Mosey on by once I've opened up. Wait, where can I find the mayor you were talking about? Town office in the plaza, I suppose. Where else? Thanks, Hogan. Stay out of trouble now. Fingers crossed, Missy. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye. Now then, time to track down this money-grabbing mayor. From the main menu, you can check your current quest progress, as well as your stats and items. A mini-map showing your current location is also displayed on this screen. This bustling plaza is the beating heart of New Nevea, with townsfolk passing through, day and night. The town office sits as its centers, where the bulletin board can also be found, whenever CJ feels like helping the residents. Excuse me, any idea where a girl might find that rapacious acting mayor I've heard so much about? Rapacious? How rude. Oh, line up. Wait. It's not you, is it? I am Isha, the acting mayor of this town. Yes, I should very much like to know who considers me rapacious, though. Isha, having taken over as acting mayor after her father went missing, Isha is responsible for the decision to open the quarry to adventurers and for taxing them for the privilege. Ah, well, that's Hogan and Squash. Them again. Perhaps their taxes are due for an increase. Sorry, guys. So rapacious might have been a bit much, heh. From what I heard about the mayor, I was expecting some old fogey. Not a charming young woman such as yourself. How old are you anyway? 16, what of it? Same as me. I'm CJ, nice to meet you. An adventurer, I presume? Never judge a book by its boots, as they say. We welcome all sorts here. CJ, initials perhaps. Prefer to keep your real name secret, is that it? Enough about me. License, that's right. I came here to get an explorer's license. An explorer's license costs 100,000 bakwa. Not a penny less. 100,000 bakwa. Are you mad, woman? Do I look like I've got that on me? I'm 16. Give me the children's fee, like the horse carriages in the city. Do you think me as dull-witted as that? Even your horse carriages consider anyone older than 12 capable of paying full price. You know your horse carriages, I'll give you that. Fret not, we offer assistance to the financially enfeebled. Take this stamp card, collect enough stamps and I'll issue you an explorer's license. A stamp card. The residents of New Nevea post odd jobs on the bulletin board frequently. Complete a task and that resident will stamp your card for you. So I have to help out around town, is that it? In a nutshell, yeah. Many were troubled considerably by the earthquake 3 months back. Help is in great demand and short supply. Piece of cake, don't go anywhere, because I'll be back for my license before you know it. Collect stamps in this card by helping the townsfolk with whatever they need. Essential for acquiring an explorer's license. No adventure in Nevea can be without their stamp card. First day on the job. Nothing much to see. Hello, don't suppose you know of anyone who needs any help around here? I sure do. Really, who? Me? Oh. Look, I'd love to help you, but if it's not gonna get my card stamped, I'll have to decline. Stamped, like the ones Mayor Isha gave everyone. I've got one, look. Wow, even kids have them. With this stamp, adventurers will perform any and all tasks you require. So use and abuse them. That's what Mayor Isha said. Oh, how nice. Rapacious might have been right on the money after all. Are you an adventurer too? Yep, call me CJ. What's your name? Priya. So, will you help me, CJ? I certainly will. What can I do for you today, Priya? Find Yum Yum. Yum Yum ran away from home and hasn't come back yet. Can't be having that now, can we? Is Yum Yum your little sister, brother? My cat. She's white and fluffy and cute and cuddly. You want me to track down a cat? So much for treasure hunting, I suppose. She got startled by that quake earlier and jumped out the window. She's still little, so it's dangerous for her to go out by herself. If she wanders outside the walls, she could be eaten by a monster. Oh, please. Find her for me, CJ. Yum Yum is my most treasured friend. Treasured, you say? Well, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's finding treasure. I'll have Yum Yum back to you in no time. Oh, thank you. I'll be right here, okay? An outlander. Save your breath. This used to be a quiet little village, till you showed up. Nothing but a nuisance, the lot of you. What is that Isha last thinking, eh? No respect for tradition. Whoa, never seen an adventurer like you before. If you find anything good, don't keep it all to yourself, yeah? That old bag, it might not see the benefit letting you venturers in, but I do. Mining's all we got after all, especially now they've sealed off the barrels. What use would a mining town be without a mine, honestly? Isha might be a bit daft at times, but she's right about this. What do you mean? Greedy, certainly, but not daft. Ah, I didn't mean nothing by it. She's just different from the rest of us. You haven't seen a fluffy white cat being cute and cuddly around here, have you? I have. Priya's cat, right? Yum Yum. Really? Where did it go? I pulled its tail and it ran out into the woods. Why would you pull a cat's tail? Why not? Nothing to do with an outlander like you anyway. Charming. She's only small, so she'll be gobbled up by monsters for sure. There are monsters all over the place since the mining started. There'll be no cats getting gobbled on my watch. I promised Priya I'd return her treasure, and that's what I'm gonna do. I appreciate the info, kid. Could have done without the attitude, though. We can now go from town outskirts to the Great Forest. There are a variety of dungeons around the town, each rich with their own unique resources ready for you to mine. Since the earthquake, monsters have been sighted in greater and greater numbers, so proceed with caution. The Great Forest, a large, lush forest located just outside the border of New Nevea. While the area is rich with food, wood and stone, the monsters which have gathered there since the earthquake have made it a dangerous place to be. A cat? No idea, sorry. A cat. Small, white, fluffy, cute, yep. You must be Yum Yum. Yum Yum, psst, psst. Who's a good kitty, eh? Nothing to be afraid of. Please don't run away. Gotcha. Now, what's a little angel like you doing in a place like this, eh? Let's get you back to your family, shall we? I'm back, and look who I found. Meow. Yum Yum. Purr. I was so worried about you, dummy. Cut her some slack, yeah? She had a bit of a scare and ran off into the wood, that was all. A scare? Oh no, I'm sorry, Yum Yum. At least you're not hurt. Don't go wander off no more, okay? Meow. Thank you so much, CJ. As promised, here's my stamp. Why, thank you. And done. One stamp down, sigh. Plenty more to go. Say, Priya, you don't happen to know anyone else who might need some help, do you? Sure do. Really? Who's next then? My dad. Our house got all messed up in that big quake 3 months ago. Dad's been trying to fix it, but he never has enough wood. Do you think you could help him, CJ? Of course, leave it to me. Gotta fill up this stamp card so I can get my explorer's license, you see? Can't expect it to stamp itself, can you? You're the best, CJ. So where's your dad anyway? We live just over there, in the residential district. Got it. Bye for now, Priya. Bye-bye. As your party accumulates experience, their level and stats will increase. Experience is gained by completing quests and defeating enemies inside dungeons. Main quest 2, repair my broken district. My broken house. You can now go from plaza to residential district. Lifelong residents of New Nevea have their homes in this part of town. Acting Mayor Isha also calls this place home. Excuse me, don't suppose you're Priya's dad, are you? I am, and who might you be? Another adventurer looking for treasure. Yep, I'm CJ, nice to meet you. I'm Ganesh, how exactly do you know my Priya then? We just met in the plaza, I helped to track down Yum. Is that so? Very kind of you, so what brings you here to me? Priya said you'd been having some trouble rebuilding your home after that big quake. Thought I'd come by and lend a hand. And I see, and I suppose you're collecting stamps then? Yep, I've only got one for now, so if there's anything you need help with, I'm your girl. I suppose I do have a small job you could take care of. You do? Why not? Acting mayors got the right idea as far as your adventures go. If you're willing to work, who am I to turn you away? Right, haha, so what's the job? I need you to gather some wood for the repairs on my house. You'll have to venture out to the Great Forest outside the town. That's all? No problem. I'd go myself, but since the excavation, I've heard all sorts of creatures have been seen in the woods. Everyone here is far too scared to venture down and see for themselves. I had no idea the rune bearers had caused so much trouble. Oh, you'll be needing an axe then. Unless you plan on taking the trees talking the trees into coming down. Here, take this on one. Thanks, I'll be back in a bit. Take care. Axe level 1 received. With this item, you can cut down trees in the forest and elsewhere to obtain wood. As you level up your axe, you will increase the variations of wood you can acquire. Healing potion level 1 received. Consumable items like potions and bombs are kept in your stove pack. If your stove pack is full, items will be held in your storehouse until you need them. Be sure to check your stove pack before venturing out. Once enemies have been slain and resources gathered, they will not be available again until you leave the dungeon. If you can't find the resources you need, head back to your base and try again after a good rest. A bag designed to store resources gathered in the dungeons. Once you return to the city, its content will be transferred to your storehouse. Once your resource bag is full, you will be unable to gather any more. Remember though, you can always throw away resources you don't need. Flying enemies will be found inside dungeons. Jumping attacks are the best way to handle airborne enemies. I should really just get what I need and get back. Lumber. I'm back. Got what you need, I reckon. Wonderful. Finally, I can finish fixing my house. You have my thanks. This house has been in my family for generations. It's my most treasured possession. Don't know what I'd do if it were lost. My ancestors are probably rolling in their graves. You really helped me out, you know. Here, let me stamp that card for you. Thanks, AJ. You're very welcome, Priya. Yum Yum is behaving herself, I trust. Meow. You're good on, you are. You know, if all adventures were like you, even my old man might come around. Have you got anywhere to stay while you're here? Nah, not yet. Guess I should go look for the inn. You won't find anything like an inn around here, I'm afraid. But then, where do all the adventurers stay? They pitch tents down by Outlander Lane. Tents? Of course, I doubt there'd be any space for another one down there now. Adventurers have been pouring in for the last few months, all looking to strike it rich. Sleeping on the streets, didn't expect that. If it's all the same to you, we've a little house you could borrow. Looks better than your main house. The last tenant just left. Nothing fancy, but beats sleeping rough, I'd wager. Ah well, I don't really have any money. You saw to it that Priya and me have a roof over our heads. Least I can do is offer the same in kind. No need for money. Really? Here, take the key. It's just down the hill. Have a look when you have the time. Thank you. Stamp receipt. 50 XP obtained. How are the lodgings done? Think they'll do? Of course, but is it really okay for me to stay here for free? I said as much, didn't I? A man's only as good as his word. If you don't mind though, I'd appreciate it if you could help my father like you helped us. Your father, so Priya's grandfather. I'm happy to help with it. Help, but with what? Repairing the clock tower. Clock tower? You might have noticed a fallen pillar of rubble in the plaza. That used to be our town's symbolic clock tower. I've tried telling my father that we just don't have the materials to fix it, but do you think he'd listen? Say no more. You need help? I need stamps. That's all there is to it. Thanks. Also, a word to the wise. My father can be blunt, to put it lightly. I don't doubt he'll put his foot in his mouth at some stage, but I'd appreciate it if you'd just ignore him. No worries. I'm well used to dealing with old folks. Thank you. His name is Shiva. If you head to Plaza now, you'll probably find him. CJ is home away from home and base for her adventuring. Resting here for the night will recover all your strength. You can save your progress at CJ's base or at any signpost. If you are defeated in battle, you will resume the game from your last save. Autosave data will update automatically. Quest clear. Main quest 3, Old Shiva's Clock Tower. As if we hadn't had it bad enough already. Excuse me, are you Priya's grandpa by any chance? And if I am, what's it to a money-hungry outlander, huh? I heard that you use a hand restoring this clock tower to its former glory. Me? A hand? Oh, I see. You think you can line your pockets by taking advantage of an elderly gentleman. Is that it? Well, you won't put the wool over my eyes. Away with you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not it at all. Priya's dad asked me to help you out. That useless old sod been flapping his gums to outlanders now, has he? Stay out of this, outlander. No one needs help from the likes of you. But this is important, isn't it? Of course it is. My ancestors built this when they first arrived in old Nevea 150 years ago. A more precious treasure this town has never known. Of course it's bloody important. Old Nevea. I thought this place was called New Nevea. Old Nevea is the town our ancestors came upon. Abandoned it was, barely worth being called a town, so the story goes. So they built it up anew and called it New Nevea. This clock tower is a treasured testament to their vision for New Nevea. Pains me to see it in this state. Can't have that, can we? Lucky for you, I know a thing or two about taking care of treasures. You can keep a coin, good sir. A stamp will do just fine. A stamp? Those things ducks as a girl sent around. It's risky work. Better a no good adventure like it. Take it on than any of us. Fine, get to it. You'll need to go get a great tree bough from the biggest tree in the great forest. Off you go then. How am I supposed to know which is the biggest one? Give me a hint or something. Well, it'll be the one furthest in, won't it? It's huge. Even you couldn't miss it. Furthest in, huh? Okay, I'll be back. Signposts can be found at key points inside dungeons to give you information about where you currently are. At signposts, you can fast travel to any previously visited area within the dungeon, and you can also save the game. Looking at something? You're an adventurer too, here for the treasure. Sure, why not? What's that then? Looks important. That's just a rock. Doesn't look like an ordinary rock though. Wait, you haven't seen a big huge tree in your travels, have you? Nah. Guess it's further in then, thanks anyways. Hold it, princess. Ha, what? The forest is crawling with monsters today. You go any deeper in, you might not come back out. Monsters. Puh, what kind of scavenger would I be if I let that put me off? Yep, this must be the one, alright. Which branch looks the best, huh? What the? A menacing boss lies in wait deep inside each dungeon. Once they've been discovered, defeating them is the only means of escape. Watch closely and attack when the enemies reveal their weak points to deal major damage. Some stronger enemies, such as bosses, are protected by a shield. Until you've broken through the shield, the enemy will take no damage. Pay close attention to the enemy's shield gauge, as well as their health gauge. Your stove pack is used to carry items such as healing potions and herbs, which you'll need as you venture through the dungeons. If you find yourself in trouble against a strong enemy, check your stove pack to see what you've got. Great tree bough received. All bark, no bite. A valuable material necessary for development of rune lenses. Some resources can serve as catalysts to create a variety of runes when combined with this material. Some items are more valuable than others. When you find a valuable on your travels, you won't be able to throw it away, but it won't take up space in your resource bag. back. Let me see. Yes, this'll do. No doubt about it. Great freebow. You could have warned me, you know, about the big scary monster tree that attacked me as soon as it saw me. Excuse me? The tree fiend. Would have been nice to know in advance, that's all. I'm lucky it didn't pick branches off of me. Tree fiend, impossible. The sorcerer, I warned them all. You're right, old man. Got a moment. Not interrupting something, are we? Shiva, could you spare a few minutes? The rapacious, rather brilliant acting mayor. What was that? Nothing at all. Excuse me. Shiva, this is Gokto of Outlander Lane. I believe you've already met, but allow me to formally introduce you all the same. Gokto, the smell of golden promise of fortune, drew the sagacious Gokto to New Nevea, where he quickly became the representative for the merchants and adventurers of Outlander Lane. I see, and what brings you both here? I've got nothing to say to either of you. Shiva, I know you and don't see eye to eye on the barrels. Still, I expect you to abide by my decision. As such, I must ask that you and the other objectors stop causing trouble in Outlander Lane. The stamp card system is going a long way towards building trust between us and the Outlanders. Trust? You don't even know the meaning of the word. If you had an ounce of sense in your head, you'd chase every last venture out before it's too late. Let's all try to stay calm, shall we? What exactly are you talking about? Too late for what? The evil sorcerer's curse. He's in the barrels, I tell you. He who suffered the wrath of the gods themselves. He was sealed for a reason. Mark my words, break that seal, and it won't just be fiends you'll be up against. It'll be much, much worse than that. Now this sounds like an adventure. You can't put so much stock in these old fables, Shiva. Fables, eh? So, I suppose that the expedition that went in were fabled to death. Were they? You want our children to go through that too. This town is on the verge of collapse. Mining is beneficial for our people and essential to New Nevea's continued existence. Exactly, and what of your precious clock tower? Surely you could use some strapping young adventurers to help rebuild it. Isn't that right, young lady? Me? Oh, well, yeah, that was the plan, sure. See, honestly, Shiva, you embarrass yourself. I've got countless young folk who tell me every day just how hard they slave away for the good of this town and its residents. How long do you intend to hold out? Think of the effect it will have on your family's reputation. Fine, please yourselves. Pay no mind to stubborn old men like me. Wait, my stamp. Oh, give me the card. Stand proceed. XP obtain. Quest clear. Main quest 4. The cost of good manners. How goes the stamp collecting, CJ? Not bad, actually. Seems someone told the townsfolk to use and abuse adventurers, so they've kept me busy. They've had me catching cats, cutting trees, and a particular problematic tree in one case, so yeah, not bad. A problematic tree? What do you mean? Elaborate. A tree turned fiend. I shall have to warn the townsfolk to stay away from the woods. So Hogan wasn't exaggerating about your strength, I see. Yeah, well, when you're out of your home at 15, you either get strong or you get in the ground. Haha, such spirit. This girl could surely take care of that other matter, don't you think, Isha? I suppose she could. What other matter? Celia, I would appreciate your assistance in improving relations between adventurers and the townfolk. Oh yeah, also. With Outlander Lane having long since reached capacity, adventurers have begun squatting in the residential district. The trespassing alone would be bad enough, but there's also been reports of fires and other shenanigans. So Priya's grandpa may have had good reason to be upset after all. Manners are easily kept with a roof over one's head and food in one's belly. Unfortunately, this town does not yet have the resources to accommodate and feed outsiders. As such, I am sympathetic to their situation, more so than most. Gokto and I have been planning to build an inn and a tavern on Outlander Lane. The locations have already been decided, as have the proprietors. I would ask you to gather the materials they need, CJ. An inn and a tavern, huh? And you really think that's all it'll take to make everyone get along? Money for the town and merriment for the outsiders, not to mention the promise of a bed at the end of a long day in the barrows. More adventure means more artifacts. More artifacts means more revenue. Everybody wins, townsfolk and outlanders alike. Money makes the world go round, as they say. You're not wrong, I suppose. And it must be a real pain for the acting mayor here, having them trespassers make trouble. Even troublemakers can change. Everyone deserves a chance to shine. People, not artifacts, are our most treasured resource. Trespassers, a treasured resource. I've heard it all now. Haha. You're an old one, that's for sure. Is there something on my face? Say no more, I'll see to it. You'll have all you need. I am in your debt, CJ. I suggest you meet with Rajib, the innkeeper, and Sarita, the tavern owner, right away. They'll tell you what they need. I'm quite sure you'll find both of them around Outlander Lane as we speak. We can now go from Plaza to Outlander Lane. An isolated side street which has been allocated to the recently arrived adventurers as the face of Outlander Lane, and having seen the opening of the tavern, inn and various stores, Gokto can often be found there. Excuse me, is this the tavern? How many times do I have to say it? We aren't open yet. Go on now, off you go. You won't get a drop till the place is good and ready. And spare me the puns, alright? If I have to hear, people of New Nevea, give up. People of New Nevea, never give up. One more time. You never shut up, more like. Now shoo, enough nonsense. I'm not even old enough to drink yet. A child. Forgive me, pet. The thirst is upon these venturers, so it is. Hungry, are you? I'd love to help, pet, but the cupboards are bare at the moment. Oh no, thank you. I came by because the acting mayor in Gokto asked me to help you gather materials. Oh, they did say someone would be coming to help. Wasn't expecting such a skinny little thing, no? No need to worry about me, man. So, what do you need? Kitchens don't come cheap, pet. I'll need lightweight lumber to make one worth cooking in. Leave it to me. Stay safe, pet. That takes care of the tavern now. That just leaves Rajib at the inn. Rajib, he's just a little further down the road. Setting up an inn is going to be a task and a half, no doubt. Thanks for the directions. I'll go help him. Is this the inn? Welcome, welcome. This is the inn, alright, or it will be at least. Not yet, unfortunately, unless you fancy sleeping under all that rubble. Actually, I'm not a customer, luckily enough. The mayor and that Gokto fellow asked me to swing by and see if I could help you gather some materials. Thank my lucky stars. You know, it's been one adventure after another poking their heads in, giving me grief since I started setting up here. Was all set to venture out and get the goods myself, but I can't be in two places at once, can I? You sound like you're run off your feet. You can say that again, so if you wouldn't mind, some heavy stone would really get me out of a bind. No worries, I'll be back before you know it. Take care, I'll be right here when you get back. When in and about the town, you can easily travel to locations that you've visited before. Simply hit the select location button and choose where you'd like to go. an active quest can be completed nearby, follow the exclamation on your map, mini-map to tick it off your list. However, undiscovered locations and ordinary resources will not be displayed. Whoa, that's a big sword. Rear attacks. Quick step forward to sneak behind enemies. When used wisely, this move can turn the tables in a rough fight. Here we are, just like you asked. You're some woman for one woman, pet. Maybe a hot meal and a pint would put some manners on that shower of idiots. 1,000 thanks. Here, let me stamp that card for you. Seems alright to let you have a say in the menu. What food you like, pet? Mega katsu curry. The real spicy stuff. Mega cats and what now? Katsu curry. Get some rice, have it swimming in spicy curry sauce, then top it up with a slab of deep fried pork. Rice, curry, pork, is it? Not something I could just knock together. Can't have good deeds go unrewarded though, can we? Leave it to me, pet. I'll see what I can do. Yes, can't wait. Stamp receipt. Level up. The tavern is preparing to open. Ogre horn received. Bring the right ingredients and Sarita will rustle you up something special. Not only will a full belly boost your stats a little, it'll restore your health too. I'm back, should have everything you asked for. Thank my lucky stars, hopefully. Now I won't have to turn anyone else away. I won't forget this, young lady. Here, have a stamp. Do come and stay when we're all set up. I'll make sure you're looked after. I'm all set for room and board, thanks. Kind of you to offer, though. Is that so? And here I am, having you haul materials around. No worries, a stamp is all the thanks I need. Nah, you definitely earn more than that. I'll think about how else I could be of service. Feel free to pop by anytime, even just say hello. I might just do that, thanks. Stamp receipt. Level up. The inn is preparing to open. Rest your weary bones in preparation for your next adventure at Ravjid's Inn. The large outdoor baths are set to improve your abilities for a day too. Let's see, how many stamps have I got now? 5. Does feel nice to see it fill up. Plus the townfolk seems to happy to have me around. Alright, gotta go get more. What the? What am I on about? I didn't come here to collect stamps. Ooh, that was close. Almost got sidetracked. Wait, how many stamps do I need again? Still a lot of empty spots on this card. I don't have to fill every one of them, do I? All the good treasure will be gone long by the time I get this done. Better go ask the acting mayor girl. I helped her out with the inn and the tavern after all. I did what you asked. Helped get the inn and tavern up and running. Is that so? Thank you. I appreciate it. Got a question for you, if you don't mind. Just how many stamps do I need to get that explorer's license anyway? Show me your card. Well, 5 already. You know, you're only the second person to get this far without giving up. Second, don't tell me everyone else paid the 100,000 baka. Of course not. Like I said, most just quit, and the ones that don't tend to resort to more roguish methods, bribery for example. You dirty lying, you said I couldn't get that permit for a penny less than 100,000 bakwa. Yes, I did say that. Negotiations have to start somewhere. Hardly going to sell myself short now, am I? Besides, you're useful to have around, but I certainly can't see you becoming a member of our little community. I knew it. Rapacious was too good a word for you. Now, no need for name calling. Let's get you that explorer's license, shall we? Really? Of course, rapacious as I am. I appreciate hard work. Here, you've earned it. Is this real? It's not some trick, is it? It's real, relax. Just to be clear, any bribes I may or may not have taken up to now were never for me, strictly speaking. Every coin went into maintaining this town. God knows we need it. Now then, I must warn you in advance. The town takes no responsibility for any adverse effects you may experience while mining. And any and all expenses associated with your survival must be paid for out of your own pocket. Any artifact you find will be assessed by our authorized appraiser and taxed at 30% of their value. In the event that you are unable to pay in cash, we will collect the tax through the seizure of assets. Should you find the cause to criticize this system, you are welcome to leave. I would suggest, however, taking a good hard look at Outlander Lane before doing so. There is, after all, a very good reason so many Outlanders have chosen to gather here. No objections, I presume. Sign here. I've already seen Outlander Line, haven't I? You sent me there yourself. I know, I'm just reading what's written. Policy. You're an odd one, you are. There, sign. Pleasure doing business with you, CJ. Alright, time to find that treasure. The room barrows can be reached through the quarry, which can be accessed via the town's outskirts. Word of warning, the earthquake caused a great deal of damage. I've heard reports of fiends lurking about. Please take care and ensure you are adequately prepared before venturing inside. Fiends in the quarry too. Might as well give them the keys to the city at this stage. Sigh, indeed. The ore in that quarry is New Nevaea's only source of revenue. With the fiends keeping us from it, we can't even rebuild after the quake. Not to mention, the Margrave has all but left us for dead. We're on the brink of financial ruin. Sounds like you've been having a rough time. To save the town, I made a decision to lure adventurers like yourself here with the promise of riches, bait, if you will. Rapacious, perhaps, but it's the only way to save our town. Maybe don't use the word bait when talking about this, yeah? I implore you, CJ, please, for the sake of our town, lend us your strength. You don't have to tell me twice. While I have you, though, I don't really have any cash on me right now, or ever. So about that mining tax, I don't have to pay that right away, do I? It'd be easier if I could sell some stuff first. Relax, you're not the first adventurer to arrive with empty pockets. I've been looking into establishing a pawn shop. Oh, is that what Squash meant when he said he was the authorized appraiser? No, Squash will be selling accessories. He has made his intention to do so quite clear, so I have entrusted the pawn shop to someone else. Once it is set up, the pawn shop will see to the deduction of tax from each and every sale. Anyone who wants to sell will be tax-free privilege, whether they like it or not. Well, that's a relief, I think. Just a moment, please. There really is far more to do than we can handle by ourselves. Please do check the bulletin board from time to time, CJ. You will be well rewarded for a full stamp card, I can promise you that. Is that right? You've certainly changed your tune. But yeah, alright. Besides, certainly couldn't hurt to have a few more shops around here. Well, if it is as much for your sake as it is for ours, I trust you will do your best. You can count on that. I'm coming for you. Treasure? The town has a number of facilities, such as shops, where you can bring resources to commission items and equipment. If you meet someone who would like to open a shop, helping them will expand the town's facilities even further. Fill one row of your stamp card with 10 stamps and you'll be entitled to a reward. Head on over to Hogan's trading post to see what you can get. Quest clear. Main quest 5, the miner, the merc and the smithing. Side quest involving the creation of stores and other facilities. Completing these quests will develop the town and increase the type of quality of the products and services available. Side quest involving providing assistance to the residents of New Nevea. Most of the townsfolk have complained or requests they need help with. Do your best to help them all. Townsfolk frequently post their requests or complaints on the bulletin board. It can be found in the plaza, right next to the town office, so make sure to check it often. Go fetch some rare nuts. Okay, I don't accept them here. Given by Manan, town outskirts. A cavernous area rich with a large variety of ore just waiting to be mined. Earth monsters prowl the tunnels, which extend deep underneath the town, leading to the recent discovered rune barrels in the depths within. Never seen you before. Guessing you're on an adventure, here to get rich. Good guess, I'm CJ. Nice to meet you. License. Right here. Looks in order. Give me a minute to open her up. You'll have to go pretty far in to reach the barrels. The big quake really messed it all up. Tunnels are caving in left and right. Watch your step, you hear? An explorer's license is necessary to gain access to the quarry. Once inside, a pickaxe is all you need to mine for resources and ore. Whoa! More aftershocks. Oof, that was close. Blocked, huh? Maybe I could go around. Nope. Only way is up and over them. That didn't sound good. What? It shipped my ass. Not gonna find any treasure like this, that's for sure. Better head back to town. That was some aftershock, wasn't it? Were you alright? Of course, I wasn't alright. This massive boulder fell from overhead and blocked off the path. I even shipped this blade trying to get over it. Blocked. Can't have that. People need to get in and out of there for work. I'll go tell the acting mayor. Take care of things here, will you? Ugh, what a mess. Rough start, eh? If it's a blacksmith you need, there's a good one back on Outlander Lane. A smithy, really. That's perfect. Of course, he hasn't opened up shop yet. Then why even... never mind. I've got to get this fixed and fast. Well, if it isn't CJ, how you doing, girl? Sorry, Hogan, no time to chat. Oh, something up? Shipped my axe in the quarry, so I have to track down the blacksmith. Well, talk about timing. That's supposed to be funny? Whoa, why the attitude, huh? The timing really couldn't be better. You come along with me, you'll see. Are you listening to a word I'm saying? I heard you, but come on, trust me, you'll be glad you did. I'm gonna run on ahead, but don't keep me waiting, you hear? And he's he's gone. Alright, here I am, as requested. What was all that about then? May I present to you our one and only town blacksmith, Tatara? This is the smithy? Sure is, when it's up and running, of course. Hogan tells me that you're helped out down at the inn and the tavern. Don't suppose I could trouble you for a little assistance myself. Can't open shop till I get this furnace fired up. No problem, need someone to fix my gear. Slucky would have it. So what's it you need then? Some iron ore, if you don't mind. You'll find it down the quarry among the rubble. Got it, I'll bring back as much as I can. Seems my holster axes aren't strong enough to hoist me over rocks in the quarry. Come to think of it, I have an old pickaxe I used to use. It's seen better days, but should be enough to ship out a few chunks of ore. Thanks, this is exactly what I needed. I don't know about that. You'll need something better to get the real good stuff. There are a lot of folks looking to set up shop around here. Think I saw just one such fella in the plaza a little while ago. I'd wager someone will be looking to sell pickaxes. Help them get on their feet, and I'm sure they'll give you what you need. Got it, thanks for the tip. Pickaxe, level 1 received. With this item, you can break open rocks and mine the resources inside them. As you level up your pickaxe, more resources will become available for mining. I'm back. This should be enough to get the furnace going, right? Wow, you got an eye for the good stuff, Missy. This iron ore should do nicely. I owe you one. Here, take a stamp. Stamp received. Level up. The smithy is preparing to open. Fortify your weapons and armor to improve their performance here with new Nevaeh's resident smith, Tatara. Let's get that gear of yours fixed up then, shall we? No charge, of course, seeing as you helped me out. Why, thank you. Here we are, good as new. Whoa, it looks better than new. That boulder won't know what hit it this time. Might want to think again, Missy. Rocks like the ones down in the quarry are likely to ship that thing every time. What? But then, someone went and told the acting mayor about the rock blocking the path, right? Give it a few days and she'll have it taken care of. And I can't wait a few days. There must be a way through. I just have to think harder. Am I interrupting something? Well, simmer my scales. The guy from the forest. This is a smithy, ain't it? I have a sword that needs sharpening. Did you just pull that out of your pocket? That's some piece of work, alright. Hand it over, sir. It'd be a real pleasure to get my hands on that. I need it done quick, mate. Garou, haven't seen you in a spell. How you been, pal? Garou, a mercenary turned adventurer drawn to the rune barrels for treasure therein. A fierce and formidable fighter who trusts only the sword in his hand and a coin in his pack. Busy. Friend of yours. He's a merc from my hometown. Never thought I'd see him around these parts, though. A merc? Hogan, tell the world and his mother, why don't you? Hey, take it easy, pal. Just excited to see an old friend is all. What business you got with a sword like that? Don't tell me you're thinking of joining the town guard. Nope, going down the rune barrels. Well, if it's the barrels you're bound for, you should tag along with CJ. Huh, me? Why? My old pal and his comically large sword will make short work of that boulder, I reckon. Oh, right. I got no interest in babysitting, alright? She doesn't even look toilet trained. Babysitting? I'm remarkably mature for my age. Everybody at home says so. Ask any of them. And I was toilet trained by 1.5, I'll have you know. That's what my grandmother told me, so speak for yourself. What's happening here? Something about the toilet train. Hey, knock it off. People are starting to talk. Are you touched in the head? Don't you have an ounce of shame? Shame? Ha! Left that in my jewelry box back home. Doesn't suit me at the moment. Who's ever heard of a shameful scavenger? No one. Scavenger? Like a rat? More like a treasure hunter. She's just a little modest about it, is all. This brat, a treasure hunter. Damn right. Said she's here to find a humongous lens. Humongous lens? What's that? It's mine, that's all you need to know about it. Besides, there ain't a treasure around that my clan couldn't find. We've got a rite of passage back home. Can't go back till I find a treasure bigger than that of what my ancestors found. Out the door at 15, not to return till I've got something special to show for myself. So I've been getting real good at scavenging, honing my skills. My pop, he pulled a massive raw lens from the belly of a fiend. So I have to find an even bigger one. One the likes of which has never been seen. Ha, a colorful bunch, as expected. So this rite of passage, Dan. You're doing it now? Yep. So I was right, barely toilet trained. Oi! We've already talked about that. Alright, calm down you two. No need to get so worked up. She may not look like much, but CJ here is a real tough cookie. First time we met, I witnessed her beating the stuffing out of some bandits with my own eyes. Really saved my skin. She won't slow you down none. You have my word on that. CJ, huh? If I needed a partner, and that's a big if, mate, why her? Plenty of adventures around here, ain't there? What's she talking about, huh? Humongous lens. Easy, you should pick me because there ain't no better treasure hunter around, that's why. Cocky, ain't ya? Fair enough, partners. That's the spirit. So you'll be apologizing then, I take it? CJ's been toilet trained since 1.5. Nice and loud for everyone to hear. You what, mate? Come on now, Guru. You're really gonna let your pride get in the way of a good partnership. Chin up, ain't no shame in it. Why should I have to? Fine, have it your way. CJ's been toilet trained since 1.5. Bit louder. CJ's been toilet trained since 1.5. And once more for good measure. CJ's been toilet trained since 1.5. And again. Okay. Now that that's cleared up, I'm CJ. Nice to meet you, Guru. Haha, sure. Well, at least you two are finally getting along. Here's your sword, good to go. Thanks. I think we're wasting enough time, don't you? Come on, lead on. Garou has joined the party. Inside dungeons, different characters can perform useful actions, switch between them when necessary. Normal mode attack button. Simple mode character switch button. Okay. Attack CJ, attack Guru, jump, skip. Occasionally, the path ahead may be blocked by large boulders. Garu's greatsword can make short work of it, so smash on through and keep adventuring. Switching characters at exactly the right time and landing an attack will trigger a powerful link attack. In simple mode, link attacks are triggered automatically by consecutive attacks. Time it right to deal a huge amount of damage. Battle with full control over characters' attacks in this sense, action-oriented mode. This can be changed at any time. Let your party make the calls in this one-button attack mode for players who want a simpler experience. Achievement unlocked partners. Quest clear. Main quest 6, Trouble in the Quarry. Cough, cough. Are you alright? Ah, you're the songstress from the tavern. Jenny, aren't you? Ain't it? Can't even remember my name, Guru. Sorry, I haven't been able to sing for you recently. I've hurt my throat, you see. I can't even fathom singing in this condition. Have you been hanging around the tavern, Guru? That's what grown-ups do, mate. You'll understand when you're older. If only I had that potion. A potion? I guessed at the tavern, an adventurer, presumably, fetched it for me once, made from the nectar of a flower. My throat was in superb condition that day. Oh, if only I had that nectar now. You heard the lady, CJ. We've got to go get some nectar. What's gotten into you? Sigh, what to do? What to do? Something the matter? Oh, it's you. Not like you or anyone else can do much about it anyway. First the quake, then the monsters that invaded the forest, and the quarry soon after. Galdea won't be far behind. Easy pickings for Empire we are, what with the mayor missing and Margrave Molka having all but giving up on us. Even if some of us can make a run for it before the Empire invades, we'll need plenty of rations. Mushrooms will be good. They last a long time, easy to prepare too. I wouldn't dare set foot in the woods now, though. I can head down to the woods if you want. Just mushrooms, right? You do that. Thank you. My name's Naxa. If it's a stamp you need, I'll see your kindness repaid. Leave it to me. Here, take this book. It's a mycology primer. This will tell you which mushrooms are for eating and which are for leaving be. Alright, mushrooms can be pretty dangerous sometimes, huh? Wish me luck. Mycology primer received. A beginner's guide to mushroom foraging. With this item, you can identify different types of mushrooms as you find them within the dungeon. They can then be used to make cuisine. this CJ person I've been hearing so much about. That's me, alright? My name's Manan. I've got a job for you if you're looking for one. I'm always looking, provided there's a stamp in it, of course. This is the exact time of year that these nuts are particularly partial to fall off the trees in the forest. Sadly, as you can see, I've been assigned to guard duty here and can't leave my post. You wouldn't go into the woods and get some of those nuts for me, would you? Nuts, easy, leave it to me. I should finish what I started before I venture any further. areas in the dungeons where fishing is possible. Fish that you can catch can be used for cuisine and other items. It goes without saying, but you'll need a fishing rod for this. You don't have a fishing rod. Here we go, some nuts as requested. Ah, perfect. These are exactly the ones I had in mind. You weren't kidding about them being rare. Wasn't he striking them? No. I don't doubt that. Thank you again, CJ. Don't forget your stamp now. Stamp received. I got the mushrooms you asked for. Well, look at this. This should be enough to last us the trip to the next town over, should it come to that. I better start sun-drying these little fellas to preserve them. Wait, you said there'd be a stamp. Oh, did I? I did, didn't I? Here you are. Stamp receipt. XP obtained. Jean, is this the nectar you wanted? Well, yes it is. I can make that potion with this. Thank you, CJ. And Guru, of course. Oh, stop. I shall take the stage tonight after all. Allow me to stamp your card for you. I have so much signing left to do. Stamp received. XP obtained. Level up. road's still blocked, you know. Won't be for long. Guru here is gonna clear it up for us. Well, that will get us out of the bind for sure. You have an explorer's license, Guru. Here. That'll do. I'll just open her up. So, did you have to go around getting stamps too, then? Do I look like some kind of stamp collector? You didn't want to have bricks for brains to waste time on that. I see. Her. You see what? You don't know? Don't think I'm the one with bricks for brains. You forced out 100,000 bakwa for it, didn't you? As if. I've got this magic pouch, don't I? Magic? So that's how you could hide that massive sword in there. Where'd you get something like that? Oh, this old thing. Got it from some old blue furball. Not important. Pretty handy for carrying gear around, especially if you're camping. I've never heard of anything like that before. Still got a lot to learn about the world, I suppose. Let's get a move on, yeah? Strike first, win first. Magical cutie missile. What the? Who's there? Stay back, scoundrels. You've come face to face with New Nevaea's very own Guardian Peacekeeper. Guided by the rune's holy light, it is I, Melor, ardent defender of love and justice. Melor, a magical girl who's been waiting patiently for her turn to make it big. As it turns out, magical girls are highly sought after as adventuring partners. Huh. And you go around defending love and justice by blowing holes in walls, do you? What? What are you? Oh, crap. What just happened? Beats me. Last thing I need is another brat to babysit. What was that? Nothing. Nothing at all. Oi, you two alright? What happened? What was that noise? This girl just appeared out of thin air and fired some sort of magic at us. We dodged it, but it hit the wall. She what? Oh crap, there's a hole in the bulwark. We have to close it up. Our monsters have reached the town. What a pain. Anything we can do to help? Hey, if you're feeling generous, keep me out of it. We have to see to it that fiends don't make it to townsfolk. Sorry to ask, but would you mind fetching the materials we need to fix this? Think we could fill it up if we had some stone. Alright, I'll have a look around. Some scavenger you are. You forget why we're here? What about that humongous lens, eh? You happy enough to just let some other jelly-legged Joey get their hands on it first? No, but what about Freya and Junior and all the other townsfolk? Can't just let the fiends run loose, can we? Oh, fine. We'll take the brief detour. We cannot carry any resources now. We're back. I think this is everything you asked for. You're a lifesaver. Here, have a stamp. Did you really do all that work just for a few stamps? And what if she did? Good way to protect the town and see to it that guards get their dinner. You've heard about the sorrow, I'm sure. If something like that were to happen again, our jobs be the first on the shopping block. Sorrow, what's that? You don't know. A rune golem laid waste to the town, as the story goes. Well, before us mercs got here, mind. Rune golem, those things that protect the rune bearer. You've seen one yourself? Never. Heard of them from my folks, though. Apparently, a bunch of townsfolk volunteered for an expedition down the barrow a long time ago. Got attacked down there. Some of them managed to escape and rustle up a search party. When they went back in, though, no one else had survived. The mayor led the whole thing himself. To this day, he is the only body unaccounted for. Mayor, so the current acting mayor is Isha. She's his daughter. Lost her father to those barrels, she did. She's only young, but already, you can tell, she knows what's what. The bulwark was her idea. Few people wanted to go back in to find her dad, but she wouldn't have it. Prioritized the good of the town over her own family. That's one way of looking at it. Could be she's just cold-hearted. I'm sure it wasn't a choice she made lightly, mate. Yeah, forget I said that. Alright, clear off. I'm gonna shut the quarry for now. What? Why? Gotta seal this up, don't we? You can come back tomorrow. I'm starting to think I'll never get into this place. So this is it for today, huh? First thing tomorrow morning, be ready. I'll meet you at yours. Garou, wait. What do you mean by be ready? I know I look small, but me and these holster axes have come a long way. We're always ready. Sai, you really are a baby, aren't you? The smithy can make your weapons and armor stronger, yeah? Can I assume you at least know that much? But strength isn't everything, mate. A weapon shop and an armor shop would have upgrades that would make it easier to move about. With upgrades like that, you can fight better, explore further, all sorts. How much better? How much further? Better you just see for yourself, mate. I didn't see any stores like that back in town, though. Not yet, no. But I heard plenty of folks have been down around Outlander Lane looking to set up shop. Huh. I mean, if it's all really as good as you say it is. Come on, then. Let's see who we can find.